Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you were all having a great day to start things off. We had news before that they were developing it or that it was very close to being finished, and now we have news that Ripple has officially released Ripple 1.0.0. Ripple announced the release of version 1.0.0 of Ripple yesterday. Ripple is the name of the peer-to-peer network that the XRP ledger operates on. The release marks 6 years of work on the ledger. The update improves upon several features implemented in the previous updates. The update will also continue using the semantic versioning feature to organize and track releases in the future, according to the official release. Version 1.0.0 also symbolizes the growing maturity of the software and the increased stability of the decentralization growing network of nodes that are running the software all around the world. The last date for the update of nodes and server operators to Ripple 1.0.0 is the 14th of June. Failing to upgrade to the 1.0.0 version will result in the block of the server by amendment. These block servers cannot validate the ledger, process transactions, participate in consensus, and also cannot vote on future amendments. The Ripple team has already deployed the 1.0.0 update on the servers it controls. The update includes changes to the history, sharding protocol, and can now use the shard store to satisfy ledger requests. It also contains changes to the per message, deflating, and compressing defaults. Still no word on if or when XRapid will finally be released, but I believe we are very, very close, and Ripple being released signifies that we are very close to this happening. Rumor has it it's June. Oh, by the way, it's June for those who did not know. This is supposed to be the time of year when everything starts, picking up and going crazy. Let's see if that is actually going to happen. Next up, IOTA is in the news. DNB ASA, or Den Norske Bank, hope I said that correct, Norway's largest financial services group, and the IOTA Foundation, IOTA, have signed a memorandum of understanding according to a press release on May 31st. DNB and IOTA will now reportedly cooperate to explore applications of the IOTA Tango, a third-generation distributed ledger technology. According to the press release, the two parties will work together to find new business models across their respective industries. Lacey Melholm, who's head of the DLT at DNB, said that one goal of the project is to better understand the technology and to let those at the bank who work with clients find opportunities for new use cases. Melholm added, among other things, the technology is designed to handle hundreds of thousands of microtransactions per second. We will not let go of that market associated with this ecosystem that arises around these transactions. One of IOTA's founders, David Sonstebo, said that he hopes this could soften the relationship Norwegian banks have on the crypto industry. I told you guys a couple of days ago, I said, it's very interesting what IOTA is actually doing and who they're targeting. For a long time, like I said, I assume they would be targeting refrigerators and MacBooks, whatever the case might be. But they're not only targeting, but they're targeting European and Northern European countries and companies and banks. And I think they're going to completely take over this entire market because all the other coins are not focusing on any of these countries right now. So I think in the future, when other projects will eventually try to enter into Europe, there may be a moment where they all kind of turned away because IOTA has already partnered with almost every single one of them. So very good on their part. Next up, it turns out owning EOS could be a 17-for-1 offer for anyone who is in before the launch. That's because once live, it won't just be the cryptocurrency that powers the EOS software that's available to the market. In fact, most EOS holders will find that they also own a bunch of other new tokens with real-world value, since loads of startups are planning to jumpstart their efforts by gifting tokens to EOS users, the lion's share coming in the first blocks. Stepping back, airdrops are a broader trend in crypto and not by any means something unique to EOS, a form of giveaway. They have taken on a special significance as a way to jumpstart a community around a project at very little cost and without asking to spend money. The OmiseGO token issued by OmiseGO pioneered this approach in late 2017 when everyone with an Ethereum wallet received a helping of its new token. I wonder if you guys actually received them as well. I think I don't remember, 5 or something like that, or was it 20? I don't remember exactly how many OmiseGO they gave away, but I remember everyone I knew got OmiseGO for free, and this is when everyone started asking questions. What is this weird coin? Airdrops don't stop thereafter, though they become more focused with giveaways for people who sign up based on specific criteria becoming the norm. For example, companies might pay to airdrop to elite crypto communities like 21.co or Coinless, or they might simply ask their community to complete certain verifiable tasks to earn allocations. But with EOS, that trend only appears to be accelerating. The new EOS protocol will go live in early June. There is no precise time. And when it does, a transition will occur with those who own EOS tokens issued on Ethereum, effectively a dummy token used for fundraising, having their coins locked up in smart contracts until they can be exchanged. Shortly after this happens, there will be many airdrops, and generally speaking, these first few airdrops will be distributed widely to users. Many of them are dropping into every single wallet that has a certain number of EOS tokens in it. Chains an exchange devoted to the EOS community with a plan to do an airdrop, and it says the flurry of activity around the launch was simply too good a market opportunity to pass up. If you guys have time, and I am not joking, there's a video on YouTube. Why can I not remember that? I should have write these things down. I'm pretty sure it's called the $1 Million EOS Bet or the $1 Million EOS something. It's literally the only video that has like $1 Million and EOS in the title. Yeah, $1 Million EOS bet. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. There's a bet going on between these two people. I'm just going to tell you about the video before you even watch it. Sorry about that. Pretty much what it comes down to is that there's a bet between these two people. One of them thinks that EOS by the end of the year may be around $20, $30. The other one thinks it's going to be $1,000 per coin. The entire thing behind it makes so much sense. If you actually end up watching the video, he'll explain it a bit more than I actually can. What a lot of people don't realize about EOS and why I tried my darndest, if you want to say that, to get people to understand what EOS actually is. Not only when EOS launches, they're going to have the proof of stake mining, which means you will have to lock up your coins in order to make more coins. This is going to be, it's estimated around 60 to 70% of token holders will start doing this, especially when it comes to mining pools, so that they can make more tokens on the network, and people will be incentivized in order to do this, to make new coins and get essentially free money. But what's going to happen is that there are going to be so many airdrops that are going to be happening from people who are going to be launching on EOS. At the moment, it is estimated that by December of this year, there will be anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 apps that are going to be built on top of Ethereum, with around at least a third of them giving away free coins simply if you are holding EOS. What do you think is going to happen to the price of EOS when people are constantly buying more? Because a lot of these airdrops are going to be on a one-to-one basis, meaning if you hold 100 EOS, you're going to get 100 of this new token. And if, let's say, we have 2,000 apps that are going to be launching and 1/3 of them are going to be giving away airdrops, if you are holding EOS, more or less, that comes out to around 700 airdrops that you will be receiving if you are holding EOS. And the more EOS that you have, the more that you will get from the airdrop. Long story short, mathematically, it comes out to exactly what this person was saying. I am very interested to see exactly what is going to be happening over the next couple of months, because there's a website, there's actually a couple of them. If you Google around and search for like future EOS airdrops or EOS airdrops in the future, something with that combination, it's not present like what's happening today, you can find a whole slew of them. I think I found about 50 before, and it kind of trails off around the time you hit around like July, because a lot of them haven't announced when exactly they're going to be doing their airdrop or when they're launching on the EOS network. It's going to get very interesting very fast, because when you look at other projections for the amount of airdrops that are going to be happening, some guy was calculating it. He said, even if, what did he say? He said, if you were holding 1,000 EOS, and I think you get, he said, let's say roughly each coin that you get from these airdrops comes out to around 10 cents. You're getting around $100 per airdrop, whatever the case might be. If there's 700 airdrops coming, you make 100 from them from holding 1,000 EOS tokens, you've essentially made, $70,000 for absolutely doing nothing. EOS is going to go absolutely insane. I'm very excited for all this. I didn't mean to spend too much time on this, but I mean, it kind of is what it is. This ICO took a year to finally launch, so I'm a little hyped that we finally reached this 12-month period. Binance is once again in the news. Binance, one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges, has announced it is launching a $1 billion social impact fund to foster the growth of blockchain and cryptocurrency startups. Ella Zhang, head of the exchange's incubator program, Binance Labs, said during an online meetup Thursday that the capital for the fund will be coming from Binance's own reserves as a way to contribute to the industry ecosystem. That is very, very cool of them. A lot of people look for some type of funding outside in order to push this funding further. Binance will pour in the $1 billion over 10 phases of $100 million each, and in essence will create a combination of a fund of funds, a fund that invests in other funds, and a direct fund that invests in blockchain projects. For the fund of funds, the incubator chief further explained that Binance is seeking 20 funds to invest in, which each must manage a pool of at least $100 million in order to be eligible. The investments will be made through Binance's own BNB token, she said. I really like Binance. If you have not signed up with Binance, I have a link in the description below. That's not telling you to use it. Just have a look around. Like, it's really one of the greatest crypto exchanges that we have right now. It's nice to, they don't have a huge minimum withdrawal limit. Like a lot of other exchanges, they have other exchanges, you can take like 1,000 per day, fiat and or crypto, without signing up to some other crazier tier level. And I believe Binance has like a 2 Bitcoin withdrawal daily limit. So any given day, you can take out around $16,000 of your own money. Very good exchange. I like what they're doing. I like everything that they are proposing. And I really like the idea of this. So they're not the first one to come up with the idea of a blockchain fund, but this puts the ecosystem forward because it puts money in the hands of a lot of, these funds who are going to be funding other people who don't have the money in order to start their projects. This has happened with Amazon, Apple, so many other things that are now literally taking over the world. All it takes for a company to really get going is if someone hands them around $10,000 and they say, do something with this. I think these funds will eventually propel us into the potential 4.0 and or 5.0 coins within the next, 5-10 years. So a lot of projects will definitely be coming from these, but I'm very happy that they are doing this. Next up, Tron is once again in the news. I'm not going to read through the entire thing. About a day or two ago, give or take, there was news that they had found a bug in EOS, which they patched up the exact same day. And then Dan Larimer, one of the head people behind the EOS project, came forward and said, what was it, like 10,000 or something like that? I don't remember exactly how much it was. He offered a certain amount of money to anyone who could find a bug on the EOS network before the mainnet launches. Tron came forward, the Justin Sun, he said that he would offer $100,000 to anyone who could find any vulnerabilities on the network. For some reason, again, he came forward again today and said that he is now offering $10 million if you can find any critical vulnerability in the network, something that can completely tear it apart. For those who do not know and are not as interested in crypto politics, people don't okay, when it comes to new projects being launched, while we may be excited about them, other people who have established coins or are looking to build up their own coins are not too happy. When Tron officially does, find its way into trying to launch, I believe it's on the 25th, 25th of June, they're going to try to be destroyed, and I don't mean that as a threat. It's the same exact thing with EOS. If you've been paying attention, I have looked into it. This is why I always say do your own research. There are a lot of people who do not like EOS because of what it stands for and the speed and capacity of the network. Say what you want about it. The point is, when they do officially try to get this up and going, there are literally a number of people on forums and different websites who are going to actively try to destroy them building up their own blockchain. Not because they're haters, kind of, maybe. But it comes down to nobody wants these new projects to survive. So this is why they're, literally giving away or saying that they will give away all this money. If someone can find some type of thing inside of the software that could stop people from doing all of this, because EOS, I believe they officially launch tomorrow, they are definitely going to be attacked. So I think there's 60 block producers, altogether, and they have to literally compete together while they're all going to be attacked at the exact same time to try and build their proper blockchain. Same thing is going to happen to Tron. It's just going to be very interesting to see exactly what ends up happening over the next. June is going to be a crazy, absolutely crazy month, but I'm glad that we have finally gotten here. It took enough time. EOS is once again in the news again. This is not on purpose. I promise you, this is not an EOS video. There's just so much going on with the project. Block.One has announced the launch of EOSIO blockchain software. The release of the open source EOSIO 1.0 was revealed via a blog post on the company's website on June 2nd, 2018. That is today. EOSIO is touted as a revolutionary decentralized protocol for both enterprise and communities application. The EOSIO launch also coincides with the establishment of a $50 million partnership between Block.One and SVK Crypto. These appear to be exciting times for the EOS movement as a whole, with the mainnet launch and now the release of the EOSIO blockchain software. EOSIO can operate without the need for accompanying digital token assets. However, the program can also be configured to allocate resources via market fees, voting, or staking protocols. Thus, EOSIO can be implemented for both public community-focused blockchains and corporate enterprise blockchain solutions. EOSIO is designed to either of two web assembly engine configurations, Binarian and WAVM. That sounds like a child's name. According to the Block.One, EOSIO encompasses the following design features. I'm not going to read through all of that. But since all of this news has been coming out, at least at the moment, EOS is up by 16%. Don't know if this is going to last forever. It looks like Bitcoin is constantly trying to pull itself back down, but EOS was actually going up when I first woke up and every single coin was in red. I don't know if they're trying to keep up with it, if the market sentiment has subtly struck back into the nature of crypto, but very interesting to see what's going to be ending up happening, like I said, over the next couple of weeks. I expect at a certain point, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, I think we're going to see a slight pullback in price because a lot of people don't understand. When you read around or look around what people are saying about EOS and Tron, a lot of people plan on dumping their coins because they think for some reason that the price will never ever go higher. I don't know. How do I say this nicely? Please do your own research on what you have your money in. I think there will be a slight pullback on EOS from people dumping their coins because they don't understand exactly what's going on. But like I said, when all of these airdrops start happening, whenever we had any other coin, think back, look back in the crystal ball, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, whenever we had any other coin, there were certain days everything was completely in the red, and there was an airdrop or some type of fork that was announced where people would get free coins, and there was always one coin that was up about 25%, and everybody was like, why is this one coin going up? It was because of the airdrop or the fork, and the moment after that happened, price started going back down. What happens when you have, 180 days left in the year and you have 700 announced airdrops that are going to be coming to your coin? Think about it. That's all I'm going to say on this. I'm not going to spend forever on EOS. I'm extremely excited about it, and I don't want my hyped up emotions to kind of flow through the screen. Last up, China is in the news, and it's for one of the most confusing reasons in the entire world. China remains a very peculiar country when it comes to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Of course, despite the government issuing a ban on CNY-based trading a while ago, it seems there is still a very tangible interest in cryptocurrencies. In fact, it seems the Chinese government might reverse its stance on this form of money fairly soon. Ever since China's government and central bank declared a ban on the CNY-based trading of cryptocurrencies, a lot of things have changed. First of all, China no longer plays any role of importance in the cryptocurrency industry, thank goodness, which is only to be expected. Additionally, the other countries have begun legitimizing cryptocurrency, with Japan leading the charge in this regard. South Korea is also taking regulatory measures designed to let Bitcoin thrive in the country. As such, Chinese officials have thought twice. There were too many T's here. Have thought twice about what to do with this innovative form of money. Although no official changes have been announced, local news outlets seem convinced Bitcoin will make a strong comeback in the country fairly soon. While it is still too early to say whether or not that will actually happen, it's interesting. Regardless, saying no to Bitcoin has been considered a positive decision on the part of the Chinese officials, although the rest of the world seems prepared to embrace cryptocurrency sooner rather than later. As such, the Asian powerhouse cannot allow ourselves to miss out on any major innovations. I'm going to assume by December. Don't hold me to that. Just pointing my finger up in the air if you guys can see me. I'm going to say December. They're probably going to allow crypto trading again. I said this before. I'm pretty sure it's going to be NEO, Bitcoin, Ethereum, probably Ripple. They want to make sure that if they do, they see exactly where the money is. China's not dumb. They see exactly where the money is. They see the other countries profiting from this, and they're going to want to do the same. But I have a feeling they're going to allow coins, but not any privacy coins. That is probably a complete given based on how the country is. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to have some of the strictest laws when it comes to their cryptocurrency exchanges. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like you can take out $500 a day. I know it's going to be something absolutely crazy. But the moment we have official news that people in China are allowed to touch cryptocurrencies again, the market is going to go absolutely insane. I don't know if it's going to happen in June. I don't know if it's going to happen in August. I don't know if it's going to happen in December. When this is going to happen. They've been in the news so many times. They just released they had a conference or something like that 2 days ago where they announced that they were forming like a blockchain committee or something like that so they could find out the benefits of cryptocurrencies around the world. And I'm like, come on, it's all kind of obvious right now. And they also got a little too hyped. Sorry about that. They also just released that thing a couple of days ago where they were ranking cryptocurrencies. Who ranks something that they have banned that they don't care about? I am so excited for China to get back in the market because even though, like I said, it's going to be very hampered down and watered down compared to how it was before, just them touching it. They have so many people in that country. The prices will definitely explode whenever this does end up happening. That's definitely going to do it for this video, everyone. I am a little too hyped for a Saturday afternoon. I don't know exactly what's going on. I think it's the release of EOS and finally seeing green again in the market. I am very excited to finally be in June. Whether markets even go down or up, I don't really 100% care anymore. I'm just happy that we finally got here. This is supposed to be the time when SBI launches, when EOS launches, when Tron launches, when all the other updates are supposed to happen. I think the NASDAQ-based crypto exchange is happening on the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, somewhere in the middle of this month. There's also another exchange that's supposed to be coming. I think we have the 3 or 4, what is it? The stable coins that are also being launched this month. There's so much happening this month. I think this is also when, what was it? I think we may have news about Coinbase and their ERC20 tokens. I think this is also when the Bloomberg family, Rockefeller family, some rich family is supposed to be getting into crypto. It's all happening this month. Let's see exactly what happens. Hope you guys have a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I hope it's absolutely amazing. Thank you once again for watching. Thank you once again for all the support. I do appreciate it more than you can begin to possibly imagine. And I will talk to you all soon. See you.